I kind of fell in love with it that first visit and decided this is the place for me.
I mean, I thought it was like an easy choice.
I was born a Hawkeye. It's the only place I ever truly considered with my whole heart.
Iowa just has a fantastic program, very storied history.
Definitely a choice I do not regret.
Walking down the street, I see people that I know every day.
There's just something about the environment here that just really pushes you and helps you to achieve any goal possible.
Life isn't linear. There's always going to be ups and downs.
It's been hard. It's been difficult. You're here more than you're home.
There are people around me that also struggled in similar ways. Because of that, my friendships and relationships have gone stronger.
Mom and Dad, I love you. I want to thank you so much.
My parents, they moved homes. They worked so hard here. So I just have so much respect for them.
Just all the people who've supported me along the way.
My wife for picking up her life professionally and personally, and moving, 1,000 miles from home.
Thank you, Dr. Andrew Smelzer, for your constant support.
I would like to thank my wife, Laura, for supporting me through this.
This is over, but I know I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
I've wanted this for a long time. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I did it.
All rise, and may it please the court, it is my honor to present the Iowa Law Class of 2022. Please be seated. You may be seated. Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Kevin Washburn, and I have the honor of serving as Dean of the University of Iowa College of Law, and I'm delighted to lead us through the 2022 graduation ceremony for the College of Law. In this commencement exercise, we will graduate students earning the Juris Doctor and the Doctor of Juridical Science degrees. For today's program, I'm joined on the platform by today's commencement speaker, Canon Lambert, Law Class of 1996, our wonderful, hardworking, and loyal provost, Kevin Craigle, who has the most important assignment of the day, which is conferring the degrees that the members of this class have earned with extraordinary effort during challenging times, and of course, representatives of the excellent faculty of the College of Law. On behalf of our community, I extend a special welcome and hearty congratulations to our most honored guests, the loved ones of today's graduates. I thank you for supporting our students through the terror of the first year of law school, the hard work of the second year of law school, and the impatience of the third year of law school. Thank you for comforting and encouraging them when things didn't go exactly the way they'd hoped, and for cheering with us on their truly extraordinary achievements from matriculation through pandemic through graduation. Without your unwavering support, these graduates would not be here today. Graduates, please join me in applauding your family and friends for that support. Distinguished members of the class of 2022, it is a profound privilege to address you today. And I think I say that every year in the commencement speech, but this year, I mean it. It's not just a cliche. It is a real privilege for all of us to get to be together here in this beautiful auditorium. Sometimes we don't notice privilege, and that's why it's so pernicious in some ways. If you want to know the meaning of privilege, though, it's having something important available to you that is not available to others. So I hope you feel privileged today. The classes of 20 and the classes of 21 did not get this privilege. And that really is the meaning of privilege right there. There's an example. The last 2 years have taught all of us not to take anything for granted. And so here we are. That said, today you have earned the right to celebrate. You've worked hard. Your time in law school has demanded more grit, resilience, and ingenuity than most other law classes in history. Not only did you stay on course and complete your legal studies despite unprecedented challenges, you confronted a rapidly changing and unpredictable world. You endured a pandemic, racial injustice, a derecho, remember that? Social unrest, and a contested presidential election. Most of us will look back on the past 3 years as a very difficult time, but you never allowed it to knock you off course. You were switched to virtual classes to complete your first year of law school, and your summer work, and then you came back to the Boyd Law Building in a hybrid fashion for your second year, and then you helped us chart a path through that whole time and helped us resurrect our sense of community this past year. The pandemic impacted most of your legal education, but you persevered. You've achieved so much. And as I think about where you are right now, I feel a twinge of envy. You are beginning one of life's great adventures. I don't need to tell you that it won't always be easy because you know that by now. Your job will be to help others as they confront life's most difficult challenges. Life as a lawyer can be fulfilling. It can also be quite frustrating. It can be joyous and it can be gut-wrenching. You will soon be taking on great responsibility because people will look to you for help in solving difficult problems. You will be involved in many very important decisions, but those decisions oftentimes won't be made by you. They will be made by the people we call clients with your guidance. And though it is they that have the final decision, you will feel responsible all the same. And as we've all learned since March 2020, even with a law degree, you won't be able to solve all problems. You won't be able to stop all crises, but you'll prevent some, and you can provide crucial help with others. You are the 157th graduating class of Iowa Law. When you first arrived at the Boyd Law Building, I gave you an assignment. I asked you to embrace Iowa Law's culture of collaboration and civility and community, and you did not disappoint. You helped us find a path to uphold traditions and keep our community safe, and you even helped us find constructive ways to grieve the loss of the world as we knew it at one point. During your time here, you've helped keep the law school community collegial. Your leadership during this time it has been a triumph. You have the gratitude of all of us on the stage for this work. Your first job, I hope you'll indulge me with 3 pieces of advice. Your first job is to take care of yourself, and you must be deliberate about that. We have steadily increased our focus on wellness for our whole profession, but especially in the Boyd Law Building. And Jarrett Moreland is here, and we are so grateful for his presence here because he's been a really important addition. He started with you in your class, and he has been a real, we all need to take this more seriously in the law profession, and I'm glad that we are at the forefront and you've been on that path. Please stay on that path because it's really important. Second, remember that every lawyer's highest calling is to pursue justice. The late Congressman John Lewis said, "When you see something that is not right, not fair, not just, find the courage to stand up, to speak up, and to find a way to get in the way." And third, continue to serve. All told, members of the class of 2022 provided over several thousand hours of pro bono and community service during your time here. On behalf of the people you served, I thank you for this public service. As the law building's namesake, President Emeritus Sandy Boyd often reminds us, people, not buildings, make great institutions, and the people in this class have done more than your part to keep our law school great. I thank you for that. Each of you have worked hard to earn the right to walk across this stage. We know you are excited to graduate, but let me make a special plea to you to stay in touch with us. The faculty and I will miss you. We will take immense delight in all of your accomplishments going forward, and there will be many. We will beam with pride when we see you pass the bar, when we see you win the first case, when you see you close that first big deal, or help someone win custody of a child, or achieve citizenship, or become a judge, or perhaps a congressman or senator, or whatever it might be. And I ask you to remember us. Unlike most of you, most of us up on this stage made a decision many years ago to leave the arena of practice. Not all of us, Allison, but most of us. And we made teaching our primary focus. So aside from the occasional impactful law review article or a clinical case, we don't make a difference directly ourselves. We make a difference in the world through the work that you accomplish. And we take great pride in that. So seeing you succeed that's the motivation that keeps us teaching. So stay in touch so that we can have the vicarious reward of your success, and let's be frank, so we can take full credit for it. Among you are immigrants and first-generation Americans, but some of you are second or third-generation Hawkeyes. To all the Iowa lawyer parents and grandparents, aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters who entrusted your family members to us so that they might follow in your footsteps in the law, let me say thank you. I know there's a few alums out there, and we appreciate that. To each of you in the graduating class, I know firsthand that your time here has been life-changing, and I congratulate you on the groundbreaking steps you take today as you walk across this stage to receive your degree. As you walk across the stage, know that you are now part of a very rich tradition. Indeed, this beautiful building, just like Slater Hall and Kinnick Stadium, is named after someone who took the same path as you, but just many years earlier. This beautiful building is named after Virgil Hancher, who graduated almost 100 years ago from the University of Iowa College of Law. He graduated in 1924. As you become a law graduate, let me say again that those of us on stage feel very privileged to have spent this precious time with you at the very beginning of the long arc of your career. Congratulations. And now it's time for me to relinquish the podium to one of your own. I invite Ann Parrish, elected speaker of the class of 2022, to the podium to deliver the graduating student address. Ann?
Hi, everyone. My name is Ann Parrish, and as some of you may know, I'm not the first Parrish to graduate from Iowa Law. My dad graduated in 1970, my older brother graduated in 1997, and my older sister graduated in 1998. So like I said, not the first. In fact, I will be the fourth Parrish to graduate from Iowa Law. I know, I certainly could have been more original. But next week, my little brother's getting his undergrad degree in astrophysics, so I can promise I will be the last Parrish to graduate. But you never know, this place does have a way of pulling us in. As you can see, I come from a family of lawyers. In fact, my mom is a lawyer as well. She didn't go to Iowa Law, but we forgave her for that like a couple of years ago now. People always ask what it was like growing up with two lawyer parents. And to be honest, it did pose a few challenges. For example, say you get in a fight at recess with your classmate Timmy because Timmy said something mean, right? Well, you're gonna run into a little bit of trouble when you try to defend yourself to your parents. See, anything mean Timmy might have said that got you into that fight is off limits in your defense to your parents. Why? It's hearsay. And no, it doesn't fit into any of the exceptions. Trust me, I've tried. So then, boom, you're grounded by Judge Mom, no chance of parole. And when you turn to Dad for help, he looks you in the eyes and says, affirmed. Yeah, Judge Mom got a lot of deference. Small challenges aside, though, having two lawyers as parents gave me a boost in life that opened so many doors. I believe this boost can be properly categorized by the word privilege. Put simply, what we're about to earn today, a law degree, a Juris Doctor, is a vessel for privilege. As lawyers, we will have more years of formal education than 87% of the US population. So to quote Noam Chomsky, responsibility, I believe, accrues through privilege. In essence, privilege is a responsibility. So, what do we do with this privilege, this degree? How do we act responsibly? Well, the ABA hasn't released a model rule covering this yet. So for the most part, it's up to us. But here are some ideas. For the rest of your life, you will likely be the most formally educated person in the room. Do not take this to mean that you are the smartest person in the room. And remember to listen and learn. Second, for the rest of your life, you will be granted opportunities to stand behind a podium like this one and say pretty much whatever you want. Try to offer something good every single time. And remember, what you say behind the podium will be heard. Third and finally, for the rest of your life, people will point to hard work as the main factor of your success. While hard work was essential to get us where we are today, please remember that luck too played a vital role. So let me expand a little bit on what I mean by luck. Every single person graduating here today is lucky. Lucky to be literate, lucky to have graduated high school, lucky to have believed you could apply to law school, lucky to have gotten into Iowa Law, of course, lucky to have survived a pandemic, to live in a country that's not war-torn, lucky to be standing here alive today. And being lucky doesn't mean we don't deserve to be here. It only means that there are people who deserve to be here too who are not as lucky. And yes, we worked very hard to be here. Thomas Jefferson once said, "I am a great believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it." In some infinite loop of privilege, luck, and hard work, we have arrived here today. After today, we will have a degree from the University of Iowa College of Law. We will be respected members of our community whether we have earned that right or not. People will ask us for guidance and assistance in their times of greatest need. If our children come here, they will be legacies. This school, this degree, they are not things to be taken lightly. They are things to be grasped, to be understood, to be mastered. We are lucky and we worked hard. As the fourth and final parish to graduate from Iowa Law, not only has it been a privilege to attend, but it has been a pleasure. Thank you to my professors and all the amazing faculty here, and thank you and congratulations to my classmates.
Thank you, Anne. And now I'm honored to introduce Canon Lambert, our 2022 commencement speaker. Mr. Lambert is a 1996 graduate of the University of Iowa College of Law. He's represented a lot of people you've heard of. He's a well-known lawyer, a very successful lawyer in Chicago. He has spent his legal career as a tireless advocate for victims and victims' rights. His successes in the courtroom and in life are many. He is currently the president of the Cook County Bar Association, which is the oldest bar association of African American lawyers in the nation. Please join me in welcoming our alum, Canon Lambert, to the podium.
I am going to take a little point of personal privilege and just say to the class of 2022, way to go. Way to go. You know, when I was telling my family about the fact that I had been asked to give an address at this illustrious event, my son, he immediately interrupted me and he says, Dad, the best speech is a short one. That's why I left him at home. I brought my beautiful daughter instead. I have to tell you folks, listen, this is one of the high watermarks of my life. I have to extend a tremendous debt of gratitude to our Dean Washburn, this faculty and staff, and most notably to the class of 2022. Thank you so much for letting me be here and celebrate you and be a part of your success as a class. I have to tell you, I was truly humbled by the fact that you asked that I be a part of this, and frankly, stunned. But I will say this, I can only imagine the tremendous pride that all of the people in this room have in you in watching you do what you do and in enjoying the moment that we're in right now. You truly are giving a gift to yourselves and to your family. Moms, to the mothers that are in this room, from my vantage point, I think I was asked to kind of give a few words of encouragement, to try and serve as an inspiration in some small way. But as I sit and I thought about it, I frankly, I came to the conclusion that I would bet it all. I'd bet it all. That you, mothers, ladies that love in only the ways that you can, are truly the inspiration for this class. Have been, are, and will be the inspiration of this class. And the encouragement that this class has needed through its journey. I'm willing to bet that your encouragement has come from you and it's buoyed them through their efforts, and it will continue to do so in the future. So if I'm right about that class of 2022, I'm going to invite you to celebrate your mothers right now. Dads, you guys are all right too. So dads, listen, I am a father. I'm a father of two extraordinary human beings, and I feel so very fortunate in that regard. There are two things that I hope most for my children. And the first is, I truly, truly hope that they will find and then enjoy happiness, true happiness. And the second thing that I hope is that they, and I pray for this, that they will successfully become contributing members of society. I want them to make their mark. I want them to make their mark. If you're anything like me, I suspect that you hope those same things, or at least some of those same things, for your graduates. Well, you all don't need me to say so, because it's on full display right now. But let me, in spite of that fact, if you'll just indulge me for a moment, lend voice to your success, dads. The graduates of 2022 prove that your efforts and your contributions have been successful. So class of 2022, I would invite you to honor the men who walked with you along the way. Now I want to talk to the reasons that we are here. The class of 2022. You all have truly, truly accomplished much. The things that you've done and the things you've accomplished are tremendous, and you have a lot to be proud of. But your accomplishments come with a cost. There's a price for you to pay. You must lead. You must lead. You, in accepting your Juris Doctorate today, are going to be agreeing to become members of one of the most noble professions in the world. You will be the voices of the voiceless. Your critical thinking will forge and give birth to important policy that will forge this nation. You will help to resolve disputes, and you will take care of people in their moments of need. You are big thinkers. You are visionaries. You truly will be responsible for being the guardians of this nation's democracy. You must lead. You must lead. Some of you are sitting here right now, and you are brimming with excitement about what the future will hold, with no fears at all. You've already been successful in finding a way to quiet those questions that some of us have. And with that confidence, I would say to you this: don't second guess yourself. Don't second guess yourself. Chart your course. Lead the way. Seize the day. There's no shame in being confident. For those, though, that were like me when I sat in the chairs that you're sitting in some 25 years ago, that do have a little trepidation, that do have some concerns and even fears about, am I going to pass the bar? How in the world will I face this mountain of debt that I'm looking at? How will I somehow set myself apart from those in my new position? What's going to happen to me? For those of you that do have those questions, that do have those concerns, I would say this to you. Remember that it is normal to have concerns and to wonder about what your future looks like. It is the human condition to be a little unsettled about what the future holds. Allow yourself to be normal. Allow yourself to be human. But then I want you to take note. Take note of the things that each and every one of the people that are here supporting you see in you right now. You don't know how to fail. You don't know how to fail. Your personal histories show you that. You're sitting here right now. No matter which of the two camps that you sit in, you all are about right now to accept a degree that is reserved for the ultra-talented. The ultra-talented. Bottom line, understand that you have already set yourselves apart. And that is why I refer to you as the class of 2022. So I could stand and talk to you ad nauseum, frankly, about how the very bedrock of a sustainable society is its rules, its codes, its laws. And that would make sense. That would be appropriate, I think. And I could quote scholars and theologians far more eloquent than me about the significance of the law and how important it is in the ways that we do what we do. But I thought in our fleeting moments here together that what instead I would do is I would offer a few pieces of practical advice. Practical advice. First, many of you are in the process or you're either setting up or you're in the process of just completing interviews, looking for your first position. I want you to understand something. Take this to heart. When an employer extends an interview to you, you are already being invested in. They have already invested in you. I'm an employer, okay? And one of the things that I do when I look to hire is I spend time and money. We hire headhunters, we hire placement agencies, we sift through resumes, we take all kinds of efforts to identify you. Instead of working, we're looking to find you. The bottom line is that you must take those opportunities because they are opportunities. Interviews are not just chances to find employment. They're examples of the fact that you're almost there. You're almost there. So take them seriously. And when you get an interview that's extended to you, I want you to look up those who are going to be interviewing you before the interview occurs. That means you've got to ask who's going to be interviewing you. Find out who it is and interview and then research them. Do your homework. And the other thing I would say to you is at the end of every interview, there is inevitably a question that you'll be posed by the employer. And that is, do you have any questions of us? Well, you better. You better. Yes, you should ask, what is the work culture like? And of course, you should ask, what's your thoughts on work-life balance? Yes, it's important that you ask about where will I get work? How can I get work? Are there limits in the type of work that I can do? But the most important question you should ask, the most important question you can ask from my perspective, is what can I do to immediately take work off of your plate? How can I help you? I've done a whole host of interviews in the 25 years that I've been in practice. And the number one thing that I've cared most about in those processes is, can this prospect help me? Can they reduce the amount of workload that I'm facing? Your job as an employee or as an interviewee is to identify what a prospective employer wants and then fill it. Show that you can fill it. Now, for those that have already secured positions, congratulations. Congratulations. You're going to be brought in on the ground floor. Entry level. You're going to have to humble yourselves. You will have to humble yourselves. Know that you don't always know, but never forget you can always learn. You always can learn. There's this old adage that I think we're all familiar with, and it is that stinky stuff rolls downhill. Right? What that phrase really means is that you as new employees are going to be made to deal with mistakes and problems that someone else above you has already created, that they caused. Your job is going to be to fix what somebody else broke. You're going to get the assignments that nobody wants, the tasks that everybody's running from. Look at those opportunities as just that, opportunities. You'll learn, and I mean learn everything. Learn everything you can. Soak it up. Seize the moment. Now, the second thing that I would offer to you is, you all, if I'm you, I would stay in contact with my classmates. I didn't do as good a job as I hope that you'll do in that regard. I'd get as many phone numbers and emails and social platform handles and the like as I possibly could. Because some of you are going to be general counsels at major corporations. Others of you will be the voice of big insurance. Some will be public defenders and state's attorneys, while others of you will be politicians and the like, public servants. The bottom line is this institution is a unique institution that binds us together. The Iowa Law School Network is a powerful and vast one. Tap into it, contribute to it. I guarantee you this, that at some point through your career, somebody in your class is going to be a resource to you. Be a resource to them too. The last thing that I'll offer to you is this. Don't just do a job, build a career. The difference between building a career and the difference between a job and a career is this. A job is just something you do for money. Building a career is a sustained effort that you engage in over time, that you pay yourself, and you create a legacy. Don't chase the money. Please don't chase the money and get caught up into that. If you do what you love, I promise you this, and I'm telling you, do what you love. If you do what you love, you'll shine. And if you shine, you'll get noticed. And if you get noticed, the money will follow. I promise you that. When I was sitting there 25 years ago, had no idea that when I left this campus, I would be working for the famed Johnny Cochran. It was completely lost on me, the idea that somehow at 31 years old, I would forge and co-found a law firm that would see me representing major fashion designers and comedians like Bernie Mac. I had no idea that as I was building my career that I would be in a position where I would be able to represent judges and TV personalities and politicians. But it happened. It happened. I'm going to tell you this too. If you toot your own horn, you mute your music. I'm going to say that again. If you toot your own horn, you mute your music. I say that because I'm not telling you and giving you a little glimpse into the successes that my career has given me just to toot my own horn or stick my chest out. What I'm doing is I'm looking to reaffirm for some of you and confirm for others of you that you all are on your way. You're already on your roads to success. This is just the beginning. Your potential is limitless. But I'm going to say this to you. You have a responsibility. I dare say a duty. You have a duty, a responsibility to yourselves, to your families, to your communities, and yes, to this country. You have a duty to lead, and you will. You will. Class of 2022, thank you for letting me to be a part of your success. God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you, Cannon. That was wonderful. And now, for the reason we are all here, Provost Kregel, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Law, I am proud to present the candidates before you. They have completed all the requirements for the degrees of Juris Doctor and Doctor of Juridical Science as designated. Members of the class of 2022, please rise and remain standing.
Thank you, Dean Washburn. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, I hereby confer on each of you the degree of Juris Doctor and Doctor of Juridical Science as qualified and designated. You may be seated. Congratulations.
Thank you, Provost Kregel. I will now ask the graduates to come forward to be individually introduced by Professor Joseph Yockey and to receive their doctoral hoods from Dean Emily Hughes and Professor Allison Guernsey. We will begin with students earning the Juris Doctorate and conclude with students earning the SJD.
Allison Adams. James Michael Adams. Tolu Adatayo. Blessing Adewale. Hassan Ahmed. Gada Al-Hurs. Alexander H. Usawa. Andrew Asher. Afeyajene Ayanro. Carter Joseph Ayers. David Walter Banta. Joel Bauman. Franz Becker. Jacob Christian Bergman. Raghu Bardwa. Joshua J. Bogie. Aaron Thomas Branson. Abby Buchanan. Daniel T. Bush. Micah Quinn Carlson. Georgia Rose Carroll. Sarah Castle. Renhao Chen. Lily Clark. Rebecca Cochran. Margaret Cooper. Rubith Cordova. Michaela Crawford. Samuel P. Cropper. Nicolette Dabb. Ryan Daisy. Nicholas Day. Ryan Delicio. Mehdi J. Demings IV. Cassandra DiPietro. Noah Dwyer. Miguel Elis. Elizabeth Esty. Nuha Azuri. Jared Favaro. Kelly Furry. Hattie Frana. Adam Garcia. Jay Geis. Anthony Gentile. Joseph Gill. Megan Marie Goodson. Wesley M. Greeter. Zachara Gruey. Jonathan Grossi. Thomas Hafen. Claire Elizabeth Haney. Ashton Harris. Scott David Hastings. Kat Mihau Hilla. Joshua Aaron Yelmas. Dylan Hoggard. Grace Marie Holbrook. Audrey Lynn Honert. Lauren Hoover. Yi-Wei Hong. Chase Huntsinger. Thomas R. Hutchison. Madeline James. Morgan Jensen. Talera Jensen. Joseph Kazmarski. Aurora Grace Kammerer. Brittany A. Kammer. Samantha Hope Keller. Austin Kelly. Daniel Kiefer. Kevin Kim. Lauren Knudsen. Connor L. Krychek. Tanner Krob. Ty Lassen. Lucy Larson. Emily Lavery. Yutian Lei. Allison Leitenmacher. Addison Less. Elizabeth Lovell. Bryant Scott Lowe. Mackenzie Main. Lisa Mika Manugian. Yoav Margalit. Stacy Massey. Mark McDermott. Brendan McGuire. Ryan Megger. Clayton P. Miller. Jonathan Maloney. Brian S. Muggy. Herbert Nduka. Isabella Newberg. Benjamin Nevitt. Brian Manuel Ortiz. Andrew Osborne. Aria Ottmuller. Caroline Papalardo. Anne Parrish. Hannah Patrick. Miles Patton. Laura Pico. Julian Plaza. Patricia Posada. Yuen Qin. Catherine Quell. Leah Ratio. Madison May Raker. Sarah Reckling. Denisha Renovalas. Isaac Richmond. Barbara Rodriguez. Nicholas Allen Ryan. David Salman. Kevin Sandoval. Sarah Schlacks. Jennifer Schrouth. Sydney Schreiber. Lucas Sigelski. Brianna Shellman. Michael Silberberg. Brendan Smith. Allison Sorensen. Peter Sotos. Riley Stanton. Celeste Stout. Matthew Edward Steffen. Christopher Lee Spenson. Madison Taylor Talent. Seamus Taylor. Tate Thompson. Catherine Elise Thorne. Avery N. Van Holland. Keith Verschoor. Caleb M. Vukovic. Alexis Patricia Walker Dunham. Charles Ward. Hannah Jane Weimiller. Marcus Weimiller. Austin M. Willis. Tyler James Wills. Nicholas J. Wilson. Mark Wires. Sarah Yagmei. Luke Michael Zahari. Evan Whitehead Zielinski. Nicholas Zamuto.
All right. Please join me in congratulating the class of 2022. All right. Before we close, go Hawks. I'm charged to add a few words of farewell to the newest alumni of the Iowa College of Law. The most beautiful public building in this state, and many other states too, is the state capitol building, the place where laws are made. There is a reason we build these shrines to the law. As our country's 35th president, John F. Kennedy, observed, other societies may respect the rule of force, but we respect the rule of law. If you wonder who is responsible for ensuring that this country follows the rule of law, you may now look in the mirror. More than anyone else, it is you. There's a reason this country has elected more than half of its presidents from the ranks of lawyers, and there's a reason that so many lawyers serve in the United States Senate and the United States House. There's a reason it was lawyers who founded the United States. It's a lawyer who led the country out of the Civil War. It was a lawyer who led the country out of the Great Depression. You will help lead this country forward as well in support of the rule of law. Before we close the program, I remind you that the Iowa Law faculty has worked hard to prepare you well for this noble calling. And this preparation occurred at a public law school. That means that ordinary Iowans, from the farmers in their fields to the cashiers at your local Hy-Vee, helped contribute to the cost of your legal education. After the celebrating is over, I ask you to think seriously about how you will give those hardworking people a return on their investment in you. The need is great, and your options are many. I know you will choose well. On behalf of the faculty and the staff, I offer our affection, our admiration, and our deepest congratulations. Good luck, and please come back and see us now and then. The Iowa College of Law 2022 commencement exercise is now adjourned. Please remain in your seats, everyone, until the faculty and students have completed the recessional, and then we welcome everyone to join us for a reception back at the Boyd Law Building. Thank you, everyone.